So there are several proposals right now being kicked around the House and the Senate in terms of gun control. One of them, of course, raising the minimum age from 18 to 21 to buy a firearm in this country, limiting high-capacity magazines, expanding background checks, and of course, a national red flag law. But it's that last one, that national red flag law, that's really driving these gun groups crazy. And according to reports, groups like the National Association for Gun Rights and Gun Owners of America are planning an all-out blitz to make sure that we don't pass any kind of national red flag laws. Because they've already fought against it successfully just a couple years ago with the National Defense Authorization Act that actually did include a red flag law for military members. The NDAA, again, a couple years ago, the Democrats inserted a provision that created red flag laws for the military, saying, hey, if you've got a history of domestic abuse or violence, you're red flagged and the military is going to confiscate your weapons that we have issued to you. These gun groups, and a couple others, of course, rallied against it, started their lobbying, started their donations, all that crap, and they got that provision removed. And now they say they're gearing up to do it again to make sure that that's not included. So think about that for just a moment. These gun groups, pro-gun groups, are so desperate to keep gun sales high here in the United States that they can't afford to lose a customer base as large as the domestic abusers. Now, what does that tell you about who is buying most of these guns here in the United States? Well, it tells me we definitely need red flag laws here in the United States. Now, 9 states across the country currently have these red flag laws, right? If you've been busted for domestic violence, if you've been busted for other forms of violence, multiple times, red flag goes up, you're not allowed to buy guns anymore. And then, of course, that's when they go and they use these, gun show loopholes where they don't have to go through the expanded background checks. They're able to still get their hands on them. So the expanded background checks, of course, would close that loophole, prevent the red flag individuals from getting their hands on dangerous weapons because those people are far more likely statistically to go out there and start shooting people, or at the very least, shoot their spouse or their partner or whoever it is, their kids. We've seen it happen far too many times in this country just in the last couple days. And these gun groups don't want that. They would rather make more sales, put more money in their own pockets, than save lives here in this country. They are literally valuing their dollars more than your life. They're just hoping, deep down that they're not going to be one of the victims, but they're pretty confident that that's not going to happen. At the rate at which gun violence is expanding here in the United States, eventually it will. Nobody's safe. And that's a terrifying thought. Nobody is safe. Thursday evening, mass shooting. Well, not mass shooting because they didn't get 4 people, but multiple people were shot and killed at a youth prayer service. So we're not safe at prayer services. We're not safe in churches or synagogues or mosques. We're not safe in grocery stores. Our kids aren't safe in schools. We're not safe in parks. We're not safe at concerts. We're not safe, period, because of all the guns. And at a time where this country might actually be on the precipice of doing something about it, these pro-gun groups are going to pull out all the stops to make sure that the violence continues, because as long as there's violence, they're going to keep making more money.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.